Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today we'll be solving a Sudoku shift created by Wilbert Zwart. This Sudoku was posted on wcpn.nl. The Sudoku is given a difficulty of 5 stars by the author and is supposed to be very hard. wcpn.nl posts a Sudoku or a puzzle each day from Monday to Friday, and the quality of these Sudokus or puzzles are really good. And if you want to improve yourself as a solver and your solving skills as well, please do try the Sudokus or puzzles posted over there. I will add the link to their website in the description of the video, and also the online solving link for this Sudoku, so that if you want to try, you may do so. And if you have been enjoying the stuff we are producing, please subscribe to the channel. This will be of great support to us, and we'll really appreciate if you help us by subscribing to the channel. Moving on to the rules. In addition to standard rules, each row, each column and each 3x3 box contains the digits 1 to 9. All given digits, right? In many of the cells you see that there is a small digit written in the corner of the cell. So those are the given digits. All given digits are in the wrong place and must be shifted one step horizontally or vertically. So for example, if you take this 9, the 9 cannot occur in this cell. It is given at the wrong position. So the right position must be either this cell, which is row 6 column 8, or this cell, which is row 7 column 9, or this cell, which is row 8 column 8, or this cell, which is row 7 column 7. So it can either be moved one step upwards or one step downwards, that is in the vertical direction, or one step left or one step right, that is in the horizontal direction. So these are the rules. With that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. I expect it to be a really tough challenge, as the author himself has given the maximum difficulty to this puzzle. So let us try to look at the corner digits. In these kind of Sudokus, the corner digits are restricted in positions because you don't have the left and the upward cell. So let us try to focus on them. So this 3 has to be here or here, right? So let us notate that. And this corner cell, there is a 3, which means that 3 must be here or here, right? Okay, I see a lot of 1s, right? So let us try to make them. So if you take this one, it must either go up or down or left or right. So these are the 4 cells that this one can potentially go into. So if you look at this one, now this is removed from this as a possible position, because you can't have a 1 here, because we have already narrowed down the position of 1 in box 2. So which means that this one can either go here or here. And similarly, this one cannot go left. It has to go into this cell or this cell, right? So the moment we do that, you notice that when you have a 1 in row 1 column 2, the 1 in box 3 goes into row 2 column 7. Similarly, if you have a 1 in row 2 column 3, the 1 in box 3 goes into row 1 column 8. So what it basically does is that it eliminates all these 3 ones, right? Both row 1 and row 2 already have ones placed in boxes 1 and 3, which means that you can eliminate all these ones and we get our first digit. So this must be our 1, right? And similarly, if you look at 2s, the 2 must either go to the left cell, the bottom cell, or the right cell. And similarly, this 2, which is in row 1 column 8 as a given, must go into this cell, or this cell. So it is clear to us that in row 3, 2 cannot be in these 3 cells, and because 2 is in one of these 3 cells, 2 cannot be in these 3 cells also, which means that 2 must be in one of these 2 cells. And because 3 is restricted to row 1 and row 2 again, 3 in row 3 will be in one of these 2 cells, right? So we have got a pair now, 2, 3 locked into row 3 column 4 and row 3 column 6, because both 2 and 3 cannot be in either of these 6 cells, right? Okay, so this one now cannot go up because we have already marked this one, so which means that 1 must be in one of these 2 cells. So why don't we do one thing? So this one is already moved, right? So let me mark that. So this clue is already exploited, so we can shade it. It is not going to help us anymore. And let us start shading clues which we have already moved to the correct position, right? So if you look at this 9, row 3, column 7, it cannot go down, right? So what happens if it goes down? Suppose if it gets into this cell. So the clue given here has to go up, right, down or left. Now all those possible cells are removed as an option because the 9 is moved here. So this 9 also has to be shifted to one of these two cells. If you shift this 9 downward, then all these 4 cells are eliminated for this 9. So this 9 cannot be moved downward, which means that it has to be in one of these two cells, right? Now we have a superb deduction, guys. It's very tough to see. We know that 1, 3 and 9 are restricted to these 4 cells, right? Because 3 is in one of these two cells, 1 is in one of these two cells, and 9 is in one of these two cells. We also know that this 5 has to be shifted either up, left, right or down. So we can notate that. So what we have basically done is that we have formed a quadruple 1, 3, 5 and 9 in row 1 column 8, row 3 column 8 and row 2 column 7 and row 2 column 9. So these 4 cells can contain only 1, 3, 5, 9 in any order, right? As a result of this 5 moving to one of these 4 cells, so we have got a quadruple here. So which is helping us because this 7 cannot move up or left because it can only be 3, 5 and this can only be 5, 9. So which means that this 7 would have to come down and this 7 is done now, right? So let us highlight that. So it is done. So this 7 is the 7 placed here is hitting this clue. So which means that that clue has to have the 7 either up or down because it cannot have left or right. So it has to either have up or down. And this 7 clue cannot move down now because of this 7. So it has to either move right or up. And because of that we get 7 in one of these two cells, which removes the 7 from here and gives us the 7 here. Really narrow steps, guys. Beautiful. Very interesting to solve such Sudokus. So we have exploited this clue. We can place the 7. We can highlight that. And now let us look at this 7 because we are continuing along with the 7s. So 7 cannot move left because of this 7. So this 7 is either moving down or to the right. There is no other possibility for that 7. Again, guys, again the same thing. Sorry, I've just shifted the I hope it's fine now. Little more down. Yeah. So just like what we saw in box 3, in box 1 we see something very similar happening. You see that 1 is in one of these two cells, 3 is in one of these two cells, 7 is in one of these two cells, and this 5 would have to either move up, right, down or left. So again we have got a quadruple just like we got here, 1, 3, 5, 9 quadruple. Here we have a 1, 3, 5, 7 quadruple. So all these 4 digits can be in only one of these 4 cells, row 1, row 3, column 2 and row 2, column 1, column 3. So we have got 1, 3, 5, 7 quadruple. Now if you look at this 9 carefully, it cannot go up, left or right. So it has to come down, right? What a narrow deduction. Beautiful. So this would be a 9 and this can be highlighted now because it's used fully. And now this 9 cannot be in these two cells. This clue, row 3, row 4, column 7 clue. So it can either go up or down. But can it go up? We already have narrowed down 9 to one of these two cells. So obviously this cell cannot be a 9. We have a 1, 3, 5, 9 quadruple. So 9 must be in one of these two cells. So 9 cannot go here, which means that this cell would have to be a 9. So and we can highlight this cell. And now let us look at this 9. Maybe that will give us something. This 9 cannot go up or right. So it has to either go left or down, right? No other possibility. And because of this 9 we can eliminate the 9 from here, classic rule. So this will be a 1, 5 and which gives us the 9 here. And this 9 is also done now because we have moved it right to the correct position. And now if you look at this 9, there are not many cells left. In fact, there is exactly one cell left for that 9. So it cannot go up, left or down because of these two 9s. It has to go to the right. So this will be a 9 and which means that we get the 9 here. So both of these 9s are done now. So, and now this 3 is restricted, it cannot go down, so it has to either go to the left or up. Okay, this 7 is also restricted now, right? Because the 7 cannot move left or up or right. So there is only one cell it can move into, so this will be a 7. So we can shade this 7 now because it cannot move left, up or right. So that gives us a 7 in box 2. So this will be a 7 now. And this 7 is also done. Let us highlight that so that we don't waste our time looking at those clues which are already done. Okay. So if you look carefully at row 2, we have a 1-5 pair in row 2 column 3 and row 2 column 7, right? So 1-5 pair, which gives us a 3 here. Classic rules. So this will be a 3, and which means this would be a 1-5, and this 3 eliminates the 3 from here, so this will be a 5-7, right? There was a 3-5-7 there, so we can eliminate the 3 from there, and this will be a 5-7, and we get a 5-7 pair now, which means this will be a 1. This will be a 3, this one gives us a 5 here and a 1 here. Beautiful. Beautiful how the Sudoku progresses. So this is a 1 and it's already moved to the right, so we can highlight that. This 5 is also done, this 3 is also done, and this 1 is also done. This 3 is done because it's moved to the right. And okay, this 5 gives us a 7 here, classic rule. So this is a 7, I'm sorry. This is a 7 and this is a 5, right? And which means this 7 is done now, and both the 5 and 7 in fact are done. So how do we continue? Okay, if you look at these 7s, these two 7s have a classic rule, so this will give us a 7 in row 3 column 7, so 7 must be here. Okay, let's write the candidates along row 3. Remaining candidates are 4, 6 and 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 have been placed. Remaining are 4, 6 and 8, so we have placed them. Okay. So if you look at this 6, it can either move right or down now. It cannot go to the left. So 6 is either in this cell or this cell. Not helping really. Okay. Let us maybe focus our attention on box 5 now, because it's very restricted. All the clues have been given. And if you see the Sudoku, box 1, box 3 and box 5 are the main driving factors. All these boxes, if you look closely, have clues given from 1 to 9. So we have already made some progress in these boxes. Now it makes sense to focus a little bit on this box, right? So this 4 can either go to the up or right or down, right? So it will stay inside this box. Not much there. However, if you look at this 4, it cannot go to the left or right, so it means it has to go upwards or downwards. But we have already restricted this 4 to one of these 3 cells, which means 4 cannot be here, because if this 4 is here, then this 4 cannot be placed in any of these 3 cells, right? So this can be removed. So this will be a 4, which immediately gives us a 6 there. So this 6 is done now, and this 4 is also done, right? Okay, let us write the candidates now. Remaining candidates in box 3 are 2, 4, 8, right? So this is not a 6, so this is 4, 8, this is 2, 4, 8, and this will also be 2, 4 and 8. So 6 in row 3 must be in one of these 2 cells, and 6 in row 2 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? Perfect. Okay, so you have a 4 here, right? Which means that this must be a 2, 8. And this 4, which we haven't yet highlighted, must go into either the top cell or the bottom cell. One of these two cells will contain a 4, and this 6, it's already moved, so let us highlight that. So of course both these 6s are moving to the same position. It can be the case, the rules does not restrict that. So you also have a 4 here which is not highlighted. I am just looking at cells which are not yet highlighted. So this 4 cannot go to the right, because 4 is already here, which means again it must go into the top or the bottom. So which means this cell is not a 4. So this will be a 6 or 8. So 4 is either here or here, which means this 4 cannot move up or down, so it has to move to the right. So this will be a 4. So let us highlight that cell. Really sharp deductions to see all through the solve, guys. Not an easy Sudoku, definitely. So we got our 4 here. So how do we continue further now? Okay, if you look at this one, it's very restricted now, as you can see. It cannot move to the right because 1 is here. It cannot move to the up because 2 and 3 are the only candidates, and cannot move to the left. So this will be a 1, right? Which means this can be highlighted. So 1 is done. And this 8 can either move to the left or upwards, right? No other possibility. So this 5 again has only 2 options left, either up or right. This 7 is done. The 4 is either here or here. 4 is either here or here. This 8 has lots of options. This 6 cannot move up, cannot move to the left, can either move down or right. Again 2 options left, so not much help there. 9 is done. This 8 is either moving up, right or down. So many options, so not much help there. Let us write the candidates in row 2. So 1, 4, 6 and 7, 3 and 5. So remaining are 2, 8 and 9. So this will be 2, 8, 9, right? Because 1, 4, 7 and 3, 5 and 6 have been restricted. So this will be 2, 8 or 9. Is that helping? Not really. So this must be 6, 8, 9 and this must be 6, 8, 9 because 2 is in one of these two cells, right? Really tough Sudoku, guys, no doubt. So let us try to focus on box 5 again. So it cannot be 1, 7 or 9 or a 5 because 5 is in one of these two cells, or a 4 because 4 is here. So this can only be 2, 3, 6 and 8, right? But 2, if you look at this 2, it can go to the left, bottom or right, which means this cell cannot be a 2. So this is 3, 6 and 8. Can I eliminate any of 3, 6 or 8? Yeah. So if you look at this 6, it cannot go to the right now, which means 6 is in box 5, must be somewhere in these 3 cells, that is row 4 column 6, row 5 column 5 or row 6 column 6, right? So which means 6 also can be eliminated. So this will be 3, 8. Can I eliminate one more digit? Come on, it would be great if you do so. This 3 cannot move to the right, so it has to be in one of these two cells. Oh, it can go up also. So we cannot remove the 3 yet because it can just move up, right? So again we seem to have hit a wall. Okay, this one removes the 1 from here. That's a simple elimination which we could have done earlier. So we get the 1 there now. Not that it is helping much. Okay, 7 in column 7 and column 9, which means 7 must be in one of these two cells. Classic, because 7 cannot go here. Again 7 in column 1 and column 3 cannot go here, so 7 must be in one of these two cells. Fine. the 4 is in one of these two cells, which is not helping us really, right? Okay, now this 4 cannot come down, right? Because 4 is already here. So 4 must be in one of these two cells. So let us look at this cell now. It cannot be 1, 3, 5, 7 or 4 or 6. Sorry guys. So 1, 3, 5, 7 or it cannot be 4, 6 or 9. So it can only be 2 or 8, right? Because 4 is in one of these two cells, and 6 and 9 are also not possible. So this can only be 2 or 8. The 8 here can go into all these 4 cells, not helping us really. There is some movement we are missing here maybe, which will help us give a lot of digits, I think. So the 2 here can either go down, right or left, no problem. Same here, the 2 will go to the right or left. Are we missing something easy here? So if you have the 8 here, then this 8 would have to go down. Again, I don't see anything much problematic there. What are we not seeing here? So this 2 must be in one of these 3 cells, and this 3 cannot go to the right, so it has to be either up, left or down. So again, not much there. So which means this can be 3 or 8. Come on. So this 3 eliminates the 3 from here, right? So we miss this possibility. So this will be a 3, right? Because this 3 cannot have the 3 here. So this will be a 3, which means this is an 8, right? So which means we have got this 8 now. Just one simple reduction, and I think we're getting much now. So this can be highlighted, right? This is down, and now this 8 removes the 8 candidate from here. So this will be 6, 9, which means that this 8 cannot be up, down or right. So this would have to be 8 for the clue to be valid. This 8 is also satisfied now, and now we get a lot of digits. So this 8 gives us a 2 here, a 9 here, and this 8 resolves this 4 here, and 2 8 pair must be here, which means 2 cannot be here. So this is a 2, this is an 8, and this is a 6, and this must be a 4, right? So now we have got all the digits very fast. We missed a simple reduction, guys. This 3 gives us a 3 here. Sorry for not seeing it. So it was very difficult to see in this maze. Okay, so let us highlight clues which we have used. This 8 is done. 6 is not yet done, right? Because 6 cannot go up, left or right, so it left or down, so it has to go to the right. So this will be a 6, and which means this is an 8. So this 6 is also done now, and 4 is done, 2 is done. Anything else? Anything else? This 2 is done, this 4 is done, this 8 is also not done. 8 cannot go up, left or right, so 8 would have to come down, which means this is an 8. So you see that the highlighting cells is really helping us here. So we are able to see clues which we haven't moved to the correct position yet, and we are able to continue. This 8 removes the 8 from here. So let me not miss the classic stuff this time. So 8, we get the 8 here. So this 8 is also done now, and I think the Sudoku should be easier at least now. You got a lot of digits. 1 4 6 8 2 3 7 rows. So remaining digits are 5 and 9. So let me write them. So this will be 5 9 and this is a 5 9. Okay, 5 is in one of these two cells and 6 again can be in any of these cells. Okay, let us write the candidates along column 3. 1 2 7 8 9, remaining are 3 4 5 and 6. So this will be 5 6 because 3 and 4 are here. So this cell, if you look at, again 7 candidates are getting eliminated. 3 4 8 9, 5 6 and 7. So this can only be 1 or 2. But if you look at this 2, it cannot go to the left, up or down, so it would have to go right? So this would be a 2 and this can be highlighted now. So this 2 gives us a 1 here. Beautiful guys, beautiful Sudoku, very tough one, very tough, there is no doubt about it. So 1 2 3 7 8 9, so remaining candidates are 4 5 6. Let me highlight them. So 4 here gives us the 5 6 here. So these two cells must be 4. Okay, you have a 5 6 here, right? So this must be a 4 now. And this must be a 5 6 pair. So this will be a 5 6 and this 4 eliminates the 4 from here, which means we get the 4 here, and this 4 is done now, right? And now we have a 5 6 pair in row 6. Remaining candidates are 2 1 7, right? So 2 7 and 2 7, and this 7 eliminates the 7 from here, so this will be a 2 and this will be a 7. That's good. So now this 6 is very restricted, can't be in these 3 cells, so it has to go up. So this will be a 6, and the 2 now can either only go to the left, it cannot go down or right or up, so this would go left. So this will be a 2 and the 2 is done, the 6 is done, the 5 is not yet done, right? So no problem. So remaining candidates in box 5 are 3 and 5. Let me notate them. Can we resolve any more digits? Okay, this 2 gives us a 3 here and a 2 here. Okay, so along row 4, 4 6 7 8 2 and 9, remaining are 1 3 and 5. So there is a 3 5 in row column 2, so this will be a 1 and this will be a 3 5, right? And this has to be a 3 5 6 for box 4. Okay, you have a 3 5 in column 2, which means that we get 6 in row 5 to C2. So this will be a 6, right? This is a 6, this is a 5, this is a 6, this is a 5, this is a 3, this is a 5, this is a 3. Wow, we got lots of digits after putting that, super. So where do we see now? Let's look at column 9. 2 6 7 9 3 4 8, remaining are 1 and 5. So if you candidate them, you immediately notice that this will be a 5, this will be a 1. And now 1 in row 7 has only 3 cells left, can't be in column 2, column 3, so it has to go here. And remaining candidates along column 1 are 5 and 9. Let me write that, and this 5 gives us a 5 here and a 9 here, right? And now this 2 has to move either right or down, because left and up are ruled out, but 2 rules out the right, so this would have to be a 2, which means this is also done, and which means we get our 7 here, right? So this would have to be our 7, and 8 has to go here, classic rule, 2 7 8 1 5 9. So remaining candidates are 3 4 6 3 4 6 3 4 6, right? So along column 7, 1 4 9 5 6 7. So remaining are 2 3 8 2 3 8 and 2 3 and 8. Okay, 7 must be in one of these two cells. This 7 removes the 7 from here, so which means this is a 7. And remaining candidates are 4 and 6. Let me write them. So if you look at column 6, 1 3 6 7 2 and 4, remaining are 5 8 and 9. But 8 cannot go here, so this will be an 8. And this must be 5 or 9. But 9 is here, which means this will be a 5, this will be a 9, this will be a 5. And along column 4, remaining are 4 and 6, right? Oh, sorry, it's not 4 and 6, it's actually 4 and 9, right? 1 2 7 8 3 5 and 6, so 4 and 9. So this 9 resolves this 4 9 pair, which means we get a 6 here because of this 4 and gives a 4 here. And this 3 4 6 cannot be 4 or 6, so this will be 3. 4 gives a 4 here and a 6 here. And these two 8s give us a 8 here, so this will be 2 3 and 2 3. And this 2 resolves this 2 3 pair. and 158479. Remaining are 2, 3 and 6. Can't be 2 or 6, so this will be a 3, this will be a 6, and this will be a 2. And with that we have completed this super tough Sudoku by Wilbert Zwart, which had a very narrow start. So the main tricky steps where I think, not really sure, where I think the solvers might have found it hard to continue was finding these two quadruples in box 1 and 3. Narrowing down 1357 here and narrowing down 1359 here was really difficult to get. And one more thing which I think might have tripped the solvers is they might not have striked off or highlighted clues which they have already used. So that might be playing a part in your solve again and again, and it might be confusing you. So these are the two places where I think the solvers might have found the Sudoku very hard to solve, and it had a really narrow and beautiful solve path. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this Sudoku for a video. If you have any particular Sudoku or puzzle that you want us to make, please let us know in comments, or you can also email to unshackling puzzles, Sudokus and puzzles 2020 @gmail.com. Hope to see you all soon with a video. Take care. Bye bye.